glad to be here. I believe Christy will not. She's sleeping, I believe.
At Christy Holstein 2940. Hey.
Oh.
At Christy Holstein 2940. I'm here.
All right, baby. Welcome, welcome. All right. So, I don't know.
At Christy Holstein 2940. For a bit anyways, I'm headed to bed shortly.
Alright.
At Davidsut W2S. I will be here for a bit myself, but not sure how long. At Davidsut W2S. Hi Christy.
We're going to see. I don't know that we're going to actually. It's the only program I've had trouble with sharing sounds with. But
at Christy Holstein 2940.
We'll see
Hi,
what
David.
happens. Alright, we're going to see what happens, but there is one way that I know to do this.
Subject. Volume slider for desktop audio. Properties for mix slash O button. New mix slash O checkbox not checked. Checked. Volume slider for mix slash O. Properties for mix slash O zoom button. New mix slash O zoom checkbox not checked. Checked.
At Andy Heisel. Air Marshal Buckwild is on the plane with my tech dog Charlotte. She is ready to rock and roll.
Not checked. Checked. Fly in an airplane. Just plus the matter for passengers who Google fly in an airplane. Button cable clickable button M on new keyboard shortcut M. Button cable clickable
At
button M new
Andy
keyboard shortcut M.
Heisel. Air Marshal Buckwild is on the plane with my tech dog Charlotte. She is ready to rock and roll. At Christy Holstein 2940. Hi Andy.
Button cable clickable button M new keyboard shortcut M. A new keyboard shortcut M. Ops 32.0.1 profile. Untitled scenes. Ops 32.0.1 Properties for new mix slash O zoom checkbox checked. Not checked. Properties for volume slider for mix slash O. Select new mix slash O checkbox checked. Not checked. Properties for volume new desktop audio checkbox not checked.
Okay, I don't like that, so we're going to... Okay. I do not like it that way, so... Buck, how are you, buddy? So, the weird thing is the program is not seeing... When I try to share the audio like I do with every other program, it's not seeing it because this program plays the sounds through Edge. it's a add-on to the Edge, and OBS isn't seeing Edge. I don't know if I need to maybe make Edge my default, but anyway, we're just going to move on with the flight the normal way. So that's what we're going to do. And then just to be safe here, because
Options menu. Page 1 of 1. Pop-up window. Warning. The flight will restart. Do you want to continue?
I'm going to refresh the airplane here. Buck, how are you, buddy?
Pop-up window. Warning. Pop-up window. Warning.
There we go. We'll do it that way. Mr. Buck Wild, how's things going, my friend? Folks, we got a long flight coming up after we land over in Los Angeles. We have a long flight ahead of us.
At Andy Heisel. Good evening to everybody on the
Possibly.
flight and all the Rubber Ducket crew.
So
I
we'll
hope
see.
my dog does not shit on the plane.
Oh, your dog's not allowed. Your dog is not allowed to be on the plane, sir. So we'll have the air marshal take care of that. I'm a little confused on what that noise is.
Ready to fly. Button. Ready to fly. Button. Ready to fly. Button.
At Andy
Ready to fly.
Heisel. I am the air marshal, and my dog is already on the fucking plane, so deal with it.
You don't even think you are.
At David Sut W2S.
Tell him, David.
I think I'm the king. At Brandon
That's right.
Armstrong 2656. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, Andy, you're outnumbered.
At David Sut W2S. You're just a tick, Andy.
Oh, a tick. Oh my goodness. See what happens when you come on the plane with that mouth, Andy? You just open it up thinking that it's going to get you somewhere, and the only thing it does is just get you absolutely nowhere. Sorry, your dog's not allowed on this airplane. So it looks like you just shit on yourself, didn't you? Alright, so the airline just bought this new airplane, by the way. And the reason this one is also a shorter flight is I had probably 6 different emails, and some of them came from sighted people at that, and they wanted me to do a demonstration of explaining the code in dark, because I guess
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Andy's dog isn't allowed on
a
the
few
plane.
of them are having a little bit of a bet going on, I guess, that people said that code in dark is different of some effect. I don't know the exact whole bet thing they got going, but so I'm going to treat this like a code in dark. Once I get first officer loaded, then I will go through and explain it. It's a shorter flight, so that works out. I will be going through the instructions only for setting up until takeoff. Once we take off, I might talk a little bit about cruise and stuff like that, and then of course descent, but it'll pretty much be just the first part of it. So I will not be covering say intentions, so I'll be doing stuff with it, but I will not be covering that on the Cold and Dark setup. So alright, let's get first officer open.
Push 5, contact departure.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Where is this flight to?
It's a shorter flight, Brandon. We're going to this airplane actually came from when you buy an airplane the first time. I can't think of the name of it, but it's a Boeing airport. It's an airport, plus it's where they do manufacturing. BFI, it's in Seattle. And we're going to Los Angeles because we have a long flight going from Los Angeles. I gotta look and see which one, but I know it's an Oceanic. I'll look at it when we're done here. All right. Cleveland is the hub of the day. Okay, the one thing that I will recommend, I don't do it all the time, but if you really want to, especially if you're going to be on VATSIM, it is important to get your ATIS. So I can do that with say intentions. So I will at least do that real quick before we do anything else.
County International Airport. Information.
Just so I know what our departure runways are.
253 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 14 right. Wind 155 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, scattered at 2100 feet. Broken at 4100 feet. Broken at 5500 feet. Temperature 11. Dew point 7. Altimeter 2985. Density altitude -300 feet. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet.
Information, Juliet.
International Airport.
Yeah,
Information,
Boeing Field,
Juliet.
King County.
2253 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 14 right. Wind 155 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, scattered at 210.
Alright. Let's go ahead, and the first thing I'm going to do here was say intentions.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Hi Christy, so how was your outing today going to eat?
Taxi to runway 14 right via Alpha Niner, cross runway 34, and then Bravo 451.
Handing comms over to you.
Going ground, Honda Jet 518 Micrometer with request.
Honda Jet 8 Mike Romeo, go ahead with your request.
I am only rated to handle IFR related comms, John.
Handing comms over to you.
Left instead of 14 right for 518 Micrometer.
This is a bug, by the way. Sometimes you don't hear correctly.
Boeing Field, King Country Airport.
I've got the comms now, John.
This is Meridian.
You can go ahead and get our IFR to Los Angeles.
VFR to PAKT. On departure, maintain VFR.
I'll get our IFR clearance to Los Angeles.
Departure on 119 decimal.
Boeing clearance, Bonanza 98359, radio check.
So first thing that I'm doing is getting stuff put in the first officer real quick.
Ready to copy IFR.
Engine 1 started.
Clearance, Borealis
Engine 1 cut out.
Heavy. We'd like to collect our IFR clearance. We have Juliet.
Give me
Good
1
afternoon,
second for that
Captain.
clearance. Borealis 4207, heavy, Boeing clearance cleared to Los Angeles. Radar vectors Teoma, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 39010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.2, squawk 5655. Expect runway 14 right.
Boeing clearance,
14
Borealis
right.
4207 heavy, cleared to Los Angeles. Radar vectors to Teoma, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 390 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 119.2. Squawk 5655. Anticipate runway 14 right.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Why did first officer do that again?
Alright,
It
there
acted
we
like
go.
you were doing engine start.
Heavy,
It's
readback
fine,
correct.
Brandon.
Ground
It's
is
good.
121.9 safe flight, sir.
I'm getting ready to start the instruction with code and dart, so don't confuse people.
Boeing clearance delivery,
All right.
Sky Air 782. Please repeat the clearance instructions.
Now, first thing you want to do with code and dart
Climb maintain 4000. Expect
is put in your fuel
departure frequency 119.2.
and your payload information.
Expect runway 32.
You do that before he does the walk around.
Sky Air, readback correct.
Boeing clearance, Scandinavian.
Alright, so
737 request clearance to Nuke.
pull up the FMC here.
Clearance delivery, Viper 9718 Papa, ready to copy.
Alright, first thing I'm going to do is right soft 6, left soft 1 for fuel.
I'll grab that
Do Alt
just a
S.
minute.
Roger, we'll close the flight plan. Piper 18
47344 is the fuel.
Clearance delivery, Piper 9718 Papa, ready to copy.
47,344.
Boeing
Hit enter, do left soft 1. Then I'll do Alt Home, refresh, check the top here.
Clear to Vancouver, radar vector.
When I see that it put it in, I'll do left soft 6 to go back a menu, and then left soft 2 for payload. Alt S. Go over and get our payload information. 437.3. Type that in, hit enter, and then do right soft 2. Then I'll do Alt Home, refresh with Alt R, check line 2. And there it is. So then I'll do left soft 6 twice, and that'll take me back to the main menu. And now we'll just wait for him to start his walk around. But Brandon, I don't know. It was just first officer being silly.
Clearance on request, stand by.
Gillespie ground, West Coast 71.
Heading out for my checks.
All right, now that he's doing his checks,
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
we're going to do left soft 1. Let's start. Air date is correct, so then I'll do right soft 6. That'll go to pose in it. We'll do Alt S. Type in the airport code we're at, so KBFI. Hit enter. Left soft 2. Then I'll go Alt Home and Alt R to check it. It's there, so now I'm going to do Alt down arrow to go to the second page of the pose in it page. Left soft 3 to copy the GPS. And then Alt up arrow and right soft 5. Says set IRS aligns. Now we'll do right soft 6. That takes us to the route page. From the route page, you're going to put in your departure and arrival airports. So we'll put in KBFI, hit enter, do left soft 1, and then arrival airport KLAX, hit enter, right soft 1, and then I'll do Alt Home, refresh, and I should see the airports at the top of the route page. Yep, there it is, KBFI, KLAX. So I'll do right soft 6 to activate, Alt E to execute. Now that's done, you're going to do left soft 3 to request So we hit less off 3. And on that page, you should see your departure airport and your arrival airport on line 3. If that's all correct, then you go to the bottom, hit right self 6 to select, and then it's going to load in the uplink information. Once it does, you'll know it'll make like a type of buzzer. Right there, it just did it. So I'll do Alt R to refresh the menu there. And on line 4, I see load. So I'm going to hit let's stop 4 to load it. And now we'll wait for it to, it says route 1 uplink is loading. This is really simple, really. Once you do it, it just becomes very easy to do. Okay, now activate's available on right soft 6. So we'll activate, hit Alt E to execute, and then we'll go to our leg page with Alt G. And let's do the weather by doing right soft 6 twice. And just wait for it to say execute. There it is. Alt E to execute. And then you're going to do Alt V as in Victor. Takes you to the climb page. You're going to do Alt up arrow once, and that takes you to the descent page. That's where you'll see your forecast. You'll do right soft 5 for forecast, and then you'll do left soft 6 to load. And then it says permanent uplink. You'll know that it's done. So now we'll do Alt A. This is our departure.
Clear to Tillamook through the Seattle class Bravo.
And we're looking for 14 right. Right soft 2.
Maintain VFR at or below 1,500. Squawk 5552. Twin Beach 4 Kilo Bravo.
Okay, it's direct
Twin Beach 4 Kilo Bravo.
Tayoma. Let's see if we have that here.
Calling clearance citation 42 Delta Echo. I'd like to pick up IFR clearance to open. Echo Air 8.
Okay, Tayoma is not showing that one, so I'm going to pick Kent for our transition to left soft 1. And there's no other transitions available, so we'll just execute it. So we got our waypoint we're going to be taking off to, but there's no other transitions. And that's normal. It happens quite a bit. So we've executed that. So now we'll do left soft 6 to go back in menu. Do right soft 2 for arrival. And let's get our arrival information here. 24 right.
TBS 612 Kill Sierra is clear to Friday Harbor. Radar vector is low south and it's climb maintain 8. Departure 119.2.
So right soft 1 on the second page.
Clearance delivery Piper 90718 Papa.
Earn.
Ready to copy IFR clearance to Boise.
It's on the second page on line 3, so let's soft 3. Burgle is our transition for the runway, which is left soft 2. Execute. Alright, arrival is all done, so now we'll do Alt I. That's the per minute page. You're going to do left soft 5 to clear off the information on that page. And now you're going to put in your altitude. So whatever your altitude is, you type it in. Hit enter. Do right soft 1. And then your cost index. In my case, this one is 66. So I'll type it in, hit enter. Do right soft 2. And then reserve is 7.5. Type that in, hit enter, do left soft 4. And then I do left soft 3 twice, and then if it's all correct, you'll go to the top. You should see numbers from left to right, which I do. I see my cruise altitude on the right, and then our gross weight on the left, so everything's there. We'll do right soft 6 for a thrust limb page. Now, this is always going to be different, so I'm not going to steer you too much on this. You can use the default, and you'll be able to fly just fine with that. You don't got to do thrust if you don't want. So get used to using it before you start messing with thrust. But we're going to put in 54 for thrust, hit enter, left off 1. It's really pretty easy. And then to 2 is right soft 3. Thrust info is in. You don't have to execute that page, so we'll do right soft 6 for takeoff. Alt S, we're going to put in the number 5. Hit enter, do left soft 1. That's for flaps 5. And then speed is going to be 146 for V1. We'll hit it, type it, and hit enter. Do right soft 1, and then 148 for VR. Hit enter, do right soft 2, and then 158 for V2. Hit enter, right soft 3, and then I go up and I'll do left soft 3 twice, and there it is. All the speeds are showing up with our flaps. And on the third line, you should see your trim information. 4.75 is going to be our trim. So now we'll go to the leg page and wait for the first officer to get back in. I'm not recording either, Brandon, so if you guys still want to chat, you can. Alright, so we're just waiting now for first officer to get back in, and we'll continue with the setup. In the 777, it's pretty straightforward. It's really not that hard. I can tell you in the 777, first officer will start up the engines. You don't have to do that manually like you do in the 777-200, okay? Now, whoever said that the way that we do this is not the same, I can tell you that you're incorrect. Now, there might be a few things that we don't do. That might be some visual stuff. But as far as all the flight data and all that information that will allow that airplane to be able to take off, we do every bit of it. Because if you don't do this information, the airplane won't even take off down the runway until it's got the information programmed. It's not like a car, you can just get in it and take off.
Walk around completed.
It's got to be programmed. And Christy might be asleep, Brandon. She's got to get up at 3 in the morning. My cousin's having surgery in the morning, so everybody keep her in your prayers. Oh, babe. Did you give Marcy that? She's not asleep. She's probably just making her bath. Hmm?
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Oh wow, that sucks. I'll keep her in my prayers.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen. Tested. Flight instruments. Set. Parking brake. On.
At David set W2S.
Cut off.
So who said you all do
Pre-flight
it wrong?
checklist completed.
At David set W2S. Whoever said that shit, they're full of it.
Yeah, just people that don't know what they're talking about.
At Davidsut W2S. You do the same as the sighted pilot does. At Davidsut
Yeah, I know it, David.
W2S. Dumbass people sometimes. At Brandon Armstrong 2656. They sound like they have the perception of someone has a disability, therefore they can't do much.
Yeah, just someone being dumb.
At Davidsut W2S. Well, Johnny is blind and he has been able to fly in RL, and did a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now that the first officer came back in, he did all the pre-flight stuff, so now you're going to do Alt-U. That goes to the main menu. You're going to do right soft 6, left soft 3 for doors, and then left soft 1 to close all. So now we're just waiting for that door to shut. And that's going to, with that being completed, then first officer will move on to the before start flow.
Initiating before start flow.
Then you do left soft 2 to arm all, and then Alt G back to the leg page. But yeah, just stupid people, that's all it is.
At Davidsut W2S. No one knows how much you have done, but I do. I know a lot you have done. At Davidsut W2S. Some things I won't say on here for safety reasons, but yet. At Davidsut W2S. More like privacy and so on.
Alright, fans are
Flow
on.
completed.
Now
Before
he's
start
going to do the
checklist.
before start
Plane deck
checklist.
door. Closed and locked. Passenger signs. On.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. I honestly don't let people like that bother me, David. The way I see it is if they don't know me, it's their loss.
Sit. Takeoff speeds. B1-147. BR-148. B2-158. Checked. CDU pre-flight. Completed. Trim. Sit.
Departure briefing. It will be a left seat takeoff from Kilo.
And then guys, what I do is after the engines are started, I will then set our trim before I start
We'll be
taxiing.
departing on runway 14 right. Climbing via the departure
So once
procedures
he's done,
to an
I'm going to
initial
request
altitude of 39,000
pushback
feet.
with engine startup
Standard
and tail
reject
direction.
and emergency procedures apply. Any questions?
No.
Completed.
Beacon lights.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
I really got to figure out how to share that other program I want to show you guys, because it does the weather. It simulates the passengers boarding way better. Sounds way better. But I got to figure out how to get OBS to see the Microsoft Edge add-on. I think I need to make Edge the default browser before to notice it. I think that's what I got to do. But anyway, let's let me just see something real quick. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make Microsoft Edge default browser. And now let me see if it will now recognize. If it does, I want you guys got to hear this program. It's amazing. Okay, let me. Won't take me but a second. Hold on, I'm gonna run the program. Okay. Okay. Let me hit start. Hold on one second. Alright, hopefully this will work. Nope. I bet you guys still... I bet you still won't hear it, but we'll see. Okay, tell me if you guys can hear the passengers. If not, I'll just close it real quick. It's not a big deal. And we'll move on. You guys can't hear it, can you? See, when I go to my sound, it shows it as to adjust the sound. I go
Brandon
to mixer
Armstrong
options,
2656. No, I can't hear anything.
and it shows it as Microsoft Edge. And for some reason, OBS does not see it, which is weird. I don't know why. Ooh, I wonder though. Hold on. Can you hear passengers now, Brandon? You might not.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. No, I can't.
Okay, that's okay. No big deal. Alright. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is go to say intentions. For some reason, say intentions crashed. That's right, it picked right back up where we was, so we're good. Requesting pushback and engine startup with tail direction.
Borealis 4207, heavy pushback and engine startup approved. Tail east.
Tail east. Alright. So we'll go to ramp. Requesting tug.
Tug is on its way.
I'm still running the program. You guys just can't hear it. I'll figure out a way. There's got to be a way to fix that. I don't know why OBS don't recognize it. It's really weird. Alright, so we're gonna go to the cockpit for a minute. Parking brake released, ready for pushback, tail to the east. And in the 777, like I said, you just got to go to first officer, tab down to the start engine button. You don't got to do it manually.
Ground to flight deck, commencing pushback to the east. Tug is standing by.
Alright. Waiting for him. We're back to the passenger view now. Gonna wait for him to give me permission to start engines.
Ground to flight deck, cleared for engine start and sequence.
Alright. Start engines. Here we
Starting
go.
engines.
Gotta open up my FS Airlines client here. There's some big engines firing up.
Engine 2 started. Engine 2 cut out.
Ground to flight deck, pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
Alright, once engines are fully running, we'll lock the brakes. Still waiting on engine 1 to come online. Here it comes. Alright, engine 1 is on.
All engines stable.
Approaching runway 14 left.
We're not even moving, guys, so don't listen to that. Parking brake is set. All engines are stable, ready for disconnect. Now I'm just say intentions to disconnect our tug. You always want to make sure they do disconnect
before taxi flow.
Stand by for confirmation that ground crew is clear. Safe flight. See you next time.
Clear on the right.
Clear on the left.
Flow completed. Before taxi checklist. Anti-ice.
Checked.
Recall.
Checked.
Auto
Ground to
brakes.
flight deck. Bypass pit
Rejected takeoff.
At Andy
Flight control
Heisel.
test.
Safe flight.
I love how the new Westinghouse nuclear plasma drive engines sound. They are great.
Okay, PAX is on. Alright. It sure do, buddy. Alright. Just want to confirm that the tug has been disconnected.
At Brandon
I always
Armstrong
double check, you guys.
2656.
Always.
Wow, Andy.
Ground to flight deck, tug is disconnected. Ground crew is clear. Safe flight, see you next time. Ground to flight deck, tug is already disconnected. Safe flight, see you next time.
You can go ahead and request taxi. Alright, now that he's requesting taxi, what I'm going to do
I'll request taxi clearance.
is go to Microsoft here, do right bracket Control T. That turns on the trim announcement, and then we're going to set our trim.
Boeing ground, Borealis 42.
I'm going to verify what our trim needs to be.
Delta Whiskey, ready to taxi. We have information.
4.75. So now I'm going to set the trim.
4207. Heavy Boeing ground, runway
At Andy Heisel.
taxi hold short of runway
Do you
32
like that
left,
when
then
Brandon that
Alpha
was
2,
pretty
hold
good?
short of
That's
runway
classic,
14
Andy.
left, then Alpha 1 Bravo 1 Zulu.
Cessna 9er Quebec Kilo ready to taxi.
Cessna Nina Quebec Kilo, runway 14 right taxi via Bravo Zulu.
Runway 14 right taxi via Bravo Zulu Cessna 9er Quebec Kilo.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Yes, but planes can't fly with nuclear engines, lol.
It's still classic. Alright guys, so trim is set. Someone turn off trim with right bracket Control T. Turn on the attitude with right bracket left bracket. That turns it on so I can hear what's going on when the plane takes off. Alright, now we're going to pull up the runways and jump to the runway. We're at KBFI. Heading is 135. Confirm it. That's good. Before you do anything, go to first officer and pause. Because if you don't pause it, sometimes first officer will think that you're landing, and you don't want that. That'd be bad. Alright, make sure our parking brake is good. Alright, parking brake
At
is
Andy
set.
Heisel.
So we'll jump to the
Oh,
runway.
I know I was just being funny,
On
but this is a real
runway.
question,
1,
guys.
4, right.
What type of motor do you like to hear the most? These are
Full
internal
left.
combustion
Go to the
motors.
left.
Which one do you think
Back to
sounds
center.
the best?
To the
Full
right.
right.
Center.
Neutral.
Straight back.
Full back.
And forward.
Full forward. Checked.
So we did
Before
the yoke
taxi,
test.
just
Now he's going to do the before takeoff flow.
Dutchess 477 ready to taxi.
I don't know, Andy. It's a toss up between the Rolls Royce.
Alpha 1 Bravo 1 Zulu.
Runway 14 right taxi via Alpha 1
Flow
Bravo
completed.
1 Zulu Dutchess.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
And then the I
Before
can't think what
takeoff
the other
checklist
one's
completed.
called. It's not the General Electric, but the other one.
429 is over at the parking. We have an IFR plan filed, but
We're ready for takeoff. Runway 14 right. Holding short.
Stand by for your clearance.
cleared.
Contacting tower for takeoff clearance on runway 14 right.
Cirrus 3 Sierra Bravo, welcome to Boeing. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Boeing Tower, Borealis 4207, Heavy, Air Aurora, Rook 009er Delta Whiskey. We're holding short of runway 14 right and ready for departure.
Alright.
Borealis 4207.
And we're just waiting
Heavy
for
Boeing
clearance
tower,
to take
runway
off.
14 right, winds 150 at 6. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, and we are clear for
November
takeoff.
3089er, hold short of runway 14 right.
Runway 14 right, runway heading cleared for takeoff. Borealis 4207 heavy.
At Andy Heisel.
Thrust
I
set.
am not talking about jet
Check.
engines. I'm talking about regular piston-powered
alive.
Motors.
Checked.
Mine would be a Rolls-Royce Merlin in an unlimited hydroplane at full song. Sounds beautiful.
Phaser 1, contact departure.
Boeing Tower, Bonanza 123 Mike Charlie is clear.
B1, rotate.
Request permission to contact ground.
Bonanza Tree Mike Charlie.
Positive rate.
On 121.9.
Manual braking. Gear up. 70 knots. Initiating after landing checks.
Cessna 98 Quebec, welcome to Boeing. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Hold on, I don't know what the hell.
3089er, hold short of runway 14 right.
14R holding short, November Tree 089er.
TBM 0, Hotel Romeo, contact departure.
Flow completed.
Contact departure.
So, that new program just fucked up first officer. And now I've got to go back to the gates. Son of a
Borealis
bitch.
4207 heavy, welcome to Boeing. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Alright. Hold on.
Switching to ground on 121.9er, Borealis 4207 heavy.
First officer
At Andy Heisel.
is wonderful, let me tell
These
you.
motors are very loud. V12 4000
Hold on.
HP 28L.
We're gonna take
It's
off.
the size of the motor.
Hold on a minute.
You can feel the bass of the motor through your body when they go by.
That's wonderful, Andy.
Boeing ground, Borealis 4207 heavy. Afternoon, we're clear of runway 14 right.
Alright, hold on.
The gate.
Borealis 4207, heavy, Boeing ground, taxi to UPS cargo 3 via Bravo, Bravo 5, hold short of runway 32 left.
Okay, so that new program is not going to work. Because it manipulates the settings. So that's not going to
Bravo
work.
5, hold short of runway 32 left, then Alpha 9, Alpha to UPS cargo 3. Borealis 4207 heavy.
However, that is something that is to be learned. That's why you test these programs, because you don't know what they're going to
At
be
Brandon
like
Armstrong
unless you use them.
2656. We're not flying World War II planes though, Andy.
Yeah, he's a little off on the flying here, ain't he? That's what I was thinking, dude. You're on some old style shit.
At Andy Heisel. These motors were used in World War II airplanes. These motors are about 70 years old and some of them still run very well, but it's just hard to find parts.
Okay, we're at the gate, but
At Davidsut W2S. What the hell we talking about? LOL. At Andy Heisel. No shit Sherlock, LOL, I love it. At Brandon Armstrong 2656. And again, we're not flying World War II planes, LOL. At Davidsut W2S.
Oh god.
And yes, Johnny, it's good to test programs. This is how we learn to use them or not.
Yep, so it's all good. You learn. So
Mobius 6 Kilo Tango, you have not been cleared into the Bravo airspace.
I'm going to be.
Exit the Bravo immediately.
I'm
Once
going to.
clear, advise when ready to copy phone number for possible pilot deviation.
Someone just got in trouble. I'm going to be canceling that program because obviously you don't want any program that you use, let it be a good lesson that you test it out before you think you can just use it, because even Brandon will tell you, sometimes you think you got a good program until it starts manipulating settings or controls and becomes completely worthless. Sounds were good, but at least I think it was, it's hard to say, it might have even been, say, intention, because we did go to take off and then it just stayed on the ground. So tug could have been still been
At
connected.
Andy Heisel. All right, are you numbnuts? The original question was about what type of motor do you like the sound of the most. It has nothing to do with airplanes, lol.
Well, considering we're flying airplanes, it would have a lot to do with airplanes, wouldn't it? Unless we're on the documentary channel here. I was confused too, to be honest, because I thought you were talking about the engines that with the engines on the airplane we were flying, but you was a little off there, Andy.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Yes, exactly. At David Sut W2S. Says number nuts who went way off topic here. At David Sut W2S.
Alright, let's get this started
LOL.
again. That's funny. Alright. Get first officer open, and we'll get, I'm not going through the whole instructions and all that again. I'll just go through and get everything set up and we'll be out. But just so you guys know what's going on.
At Andy Heisel. I was talking about motors that they used to use in unlimited hydroplane boat racing, just saying. At Brandon Armstrong 2656. LOL, I'll let David have the last word on that one.
Alright, I'm just getting everything set up here again, guys. Hold on.
At Andy Heisel. They now use T-55 Lycoming turbine motors from Chinook helicopters. They were used in Vietnam. At Brandon Armstrong 2656. But you didn't say that though, Andy. At David Sut W2S. We're watching a flight and you're talking about boat racing and boat engines? LOL, just messing with you, Andy.
Alright. Handing comms over to you.
I'll handle the comms from here.
Taxi to runway 14 right.
At Brandon Armstrong 2656. What is this? Are we watching the History Channel? LOL.
And then Bravo 451 Mike Romeo. Going ground Honda Jet 518
At
Mike
Andy
Romeo.
Heisel.
Request.
LOL. I love it.
Honda Jet 8 Mike Romeo, go ahead with your request.
Possible, we'd like to take
It looks like we got a stupid update coming up, so let me see here.
At David Sut W2S. I will be back around 9 to do our first giveaway.
You know what? Let's do this. David, I gotta do an update anyways, you guys, so why don't we do this, Brandon? I'll come back when he comes back. That way I can do this update. and then we'll do this flight.
Going ground, Fox David Tango Fox. On Alpha 5, taxi.
That sound good to you guys?
Activate SUT W2S. Yes, let's do that. At Brandon Armstrong 2656. Awesome. At Christy Holstein 2940. I'm awake, y'all.
Okay, I'm gonna do this update, and then we'll come back after the update. It'll take a little bit anyways. Once that's done, we'll come back and we'll do the flight. We might just, yeah, we'll do it that way. So, Brandon,
at Brandon
be
Armstrong
looking for us,
2656.
and we'll be back in a little bit.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, Andy, go learn some more about the boat engines and educate us some more here in a little while. Okay, buddy?